Hey, it's Daddy Steve. Okay, my first, a sort of first Raid Shadow Legends kind of video. I've actually recorded like a beginner's guide that kind of goes from A to Z about what I've learned having played this game for about almost 6 weeks now. 6 weeks? More or less 6 weeks. Five, 6, yeah, about six, let's say 6 weeks. At the moment, what I'm trying to do is I've got a multi-battle. But what I'm trying to do is it's called fusion, where you get individual creatures that you can farm, and you can use your little kind of shards to generate new creatures. Yeah, to be melded together as a group in order to get a better creature or a target creature. That's what I'm kind of doing, if that makes sense. So there's a quest to get a specific fusion creature, a creature created by fusing others together, called Relic Keeper. So I am leveling up these here so I can fuse other smaller creatures to make something bigger, and bigger and bigger to get the Relic Keeper so I can complete the quest. That is the missions. But there's also missions within missions, so I'm kind of going to go through it. But accept that this is not the introductory video that I was actually planning. I've actually got it. I did a video. I just wasn't happy with it. I just thought, no, I need to add other bits in order for it to make sense, basically. So anyway, the fusion creatures I need, this one here called Justicar, that's one. Executioner is also another one, and this one here is just this pit fighter. It's just a smaller creature which will help me overall to be used as what they call food to fuse or enhance something else that I actually do want. All right, so let me show you by showing you. Right. And I'm in my mind thinking about, do I still want this to be an introductory video or not? Probably not. So anyway, to the top left, you got the portal where it says summon boost. You click on there. On the right hand side, you got something called fusion. We're going to click on that. Right. If you look down the left, in the middle, there's Relic Keeper. I'm going to click on that. Right. So this is the one of those creatures that you saw a little bit earlier. It needs to be at level 40. I'm not going to go into Ascension right now, but you know, it needs to be enhanced as well to level 4 stars. At the moment, it has the Ascension. If you look to the top left, 4 purple stars, and if you keep your eyes to the top left, it's at level 34. But if you move your eyes to the middle, it needs to be at level 40, and that's why I was doing those battles to gain experience to get it to level 40. And I got to do that for all of these. Another one that you saw was this one here. It's at level, if you look to the left again, it's at level 22. Look to the middle, it needs to be at level 40. It needs more experience, so I was just generating that experience. This fusion creature here I've already completed. It needs to be at level 40, and it needs to be ascended. Basically have its skills and base stats enhanced. I've done all that, it's ready to go. And for this beautiful young lady, she is also ready. So yeah, I'm nearly where I want to be for this fusion, combining lesser creatures to create a higher creature, which is called a Relic Keeper. Now, the way I played this game, more or less from the start, was, well, like everybody else, you probably watch videos about what you need to do, and I gotta be honest with you, I didn't get hardly anything useful from those videos. I think if you're a beginner, it's a waste of time watching those videos, in my opinion. From what I got from it, I got very little, and that's why I was originally going to do my own video on this. And I know this ain't going to cover everything, but again, listen, if you're a beginner, you got to get these, what they're called, promo codes. Yeah, if you look to the left, the promo codes in the first 3 days. So if your account is older than 3 days, you're not going to get a free legendary. So you got mythical creatures at the very tippity top, obviously very rare, and they're trying to induce you into spending money. Behind or below mythical creatures, you got legendary. Below that, you got epic, and below that, you got rare. You can get yourself a free legendary, which is going to help you massively at the start of promo codes. I used the code Monkey King, which gives you a Sun Wukong. Like a, don't know if, listen, if you're old enough to know, there's a creature called Monkey Magic, like a mythical kind of, I think it's Eastern kind of god on Earth, but a fighting god. Monkey Magic. Sun Wukong. Let me show you what the hell I'm talking about. I might just be a little bit. Here you go, Sun Wukong. And I had this legendary creature within the first few days. You can't kill him basically unless you've got a what's called a revive resist. Yeah, there you go. So it's quite useful. But there are probably better creatures out there with just out and out destructive damage output. So this guy here, Sun Wukong, very strong, but there are others who are stronger. Right. Yeah. If you look to the bottom left, you've got quests. No, missions, bottom left. Right. So if you look to the centerish part of the screen, where it says champion mission, I've nearly done them all basically, and these arbiter missions. It says fuse relic keeper. So that is why I'm preparing to get there basically, and not too far off. I was kind of experimenting. If you look to the left hand side with this clan mission, I made the mistake of I fought one time and I was doing 2.5 million damage. Now I just needed to keep it where it was. I thought I might experiment and make myself even stronger, make myself slightly weaker. So my maths tells me, my computer brain, I need to do 2.4 million damage. Now the last fight I did against that boss, or the boss in question, this Demon Lord, if you read what it says to the left, I did 2.1. So my maths is telling me I need to do like 2.4, maybe slightly less maybe, and I get away with it. We will see. What else do I want to say? So yeah, I was kind of getting my creatures ready by doing enhancing the food creatures ready for me to try and fuse the relic keeper. At the same time, by doing that, you generate something called silver. I'm just going to use that silver to make my creatures stronger so I can have a better chance of doing more damage against that Demon Lord boss. Listen, there's too much for me to go into if you're an absolute beginner into this game. And like I said, I'm going to do a separate video, and it really needs to break it down. But if you look to the bottom left, accuracy. So, listen, if you don't have accuracy and your attacks miss every time, then obviously you're going to lose. I don't fully understand resistance, but I think in some ways it counterbalances accuracy if you're a PvP, player versus player, I think. And mine's obviously very low because in the net there is about 74, and accuracy is always going to be bigger, so maybe it matters, maybe it doesn't. You get to crit rate, C rate, crit rate. That's for your kind of special higher level damage, your bonus skills, if you want to say. That needs to be at 100%. Okay, and again, if you're doing PvP, it may well be counterbalanced by the resistance rate, as I understand it. 100% is really what you're looking for, obviously, as a minimum. And then once you are going to do a crit damage skill, crit damage skill, which is determined by your crit rate, then you look at crit damage to see what multiple of the total damage, it can be more than 100, that you're going to perform. So obviously crit damage is also very important. Speed, it's a turn-based game, so SPD, speed. It's a turn-based game, so the faster that you're going, the quicker that you can get through. I can't get this here. Oops. That's right, this, oops. Yeah, there we go. So a little technical point here. Right, so this, let's talk about the England game a little bit later. Right. Anyway, so this is, if you look, where is it? 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 Can't just see it. Yeah. Okay. So if you look to the top right, it's 4 turns. Now, the quicker you cycle through each turn with the speed, the quicker that you'll get to this skill again. And same with this one, 4 turns. So this first one, oh yeah, the first one's a default skill, so maybe that's why it's not turn based. So if you're waiting on the turns for everything else, you'll do your default skill. Yeah, speed very important. Long story short, and defense is defense. Obviously, your resistance to the damage that you're taking on, and attack. Well, if you look to the, I don't want to cover too much. If you look towards the upper center, it says damage based on attack. So obviously slightly important that your attack is also as high as what it can be. And to be honest, mine could be higher, but 6 weeks in the game. I don't want to go through everything. I just want to update you with where I am right now. And this is a completely free to play account. And again, if you're starting off, look for some promo codes. Make sure you try and, as best as you can, understand what the best promo code is going to be for you. And if you're literally just starting off, don't make the mistake that I made. I went for this guy here, Galek, probably the worst one of the starting champions. There is a different champion called, it's like an elf. Oh, I forgot his name now. Let me see if I can see him. Somebody's bound to have him. Let me see. This one here. It doesn't give me his name, but it's this one here that I'm tapping on here. He looks like that. And he's an elf, basically, and he's infinitely better than Galek. Galek, you get 4 choices, and I didn't really know. As I said, I was looking at all these videos and going online. None of it gave me good advice, or good enough advice, basically. So, I missed out. This dude here is probably the starting champion that you want. And your promo code, so yeah, just go online and see what's active and just make sure you do that. Anyway, let's do a quick status check of where I am for this relic keeper. And I ain't gonna extend this video longer than what it needs to be. Okay, so this guy here is what I need to be level 40. And also this one. And again, I'm trying to make my crew stronger. Oh, it's my burrito is in the oven. There you go. Right, so this will be an even shorter video because I do need to eat. They do say it's quite useful. Got one of those El Paso, and if you're in the UK, got an El Paso beef burrito from Sainsbury's for the first time. So I guess I'll let you know how that goes. Probably another time. But I will do some more food reviews thinking about it. I've got one I did from months ago I haven't done yet. Anyway, so with the silver that I've got, which is not a lot, 147,000 silver, but it's 39,000 if you look to the bottom middle. Upgrade, each attempt to upgrade is 39,300. And if you look to the upper middle, the upgrade chance is minimal. It's not even messing around. It's like, nah, man. It's only a 5-star ring, but it's under something called Pinpoint Collection. Let me show you that just briefly. Right, so I get accuracy, which I mentioned earlier, more speed, which I mentioned earlier. That's where I've put this together. And what I did what ended up costing me was I gave one of my poison creatures who doesn't do a lot of damage other than that poison a pinpoint set, like all 9 pieces, so I could get 4 intercepts. And on that occasion, though, I ended up doing, say, 400,000 less damage. Work that one out. A work in progress. And I think part of the reason why. Where is it? It's not that bad. Where is it though? I think there's a HP. I want this to be speed, the pinpoint, so maybe it's not fast enough. If you look to the bottom right, it is, oh man, 166 speed? Yeah, something like that. Hey, Alexa, shut the fuck up, mate. Sorry about that. Yeah, it could do with being faster, or at minimum upgrading that level 4. Then sorry for swearing. I'm a naughty boy. Naughty. Yeah, that HP percentage, because it does its damage based on HP. So, and it does have speed as a 2. I'm gonna try upgrading it. Oops, 23,000 per try. Let's go. That helps. Right, the HP percentage did go up. My speed stayed the same. If you look to the upper middle at level 15, we get 1 try of the available silver to try and get to level 16, in which we not only would get an extra substat, but our HP goes from 39% to 50%. It was always going to fail. Right, but that's why I was farming more silver, to give myself more tries. And I say this is one of my biggest damage bringers, and it does damage based on HP, so that's why it's important. I say I move things around, just looking at which piece of equipment would give me more HP. And I know most people, experienced players, can be looking at this and say, always boots should be speed. I know that. I don't have pinpoint speed boots, but I wanted the complete set on this one because, you know, just wanted to experiment and see what 4 intercept stacks would do on this creature, and hopefully it can be supported with speed boost from everybody else. And you don't know if you don't try top flying. Of course, if this shield could have given me a bit more speed stats, that would have been nice. And HP would have been amazing too. Got 20 accuracy, 200. I might go for this in... Yeah, we fall off on accuracy a little bit. I think right now for that boss, I think over 200 may well be enough. We get a lot more HP, obviously, 14%. Not 100% certain, but I think I'm going to give it a try. So it'll be slightly faster. Say it's the lack of accuracy. It's a fall off in accuracy, those 20 points, which is the thing. Let's try. Right. Also, what I'm thinking is I could level up. I'm thinking is if I wasn't doing a video, I would definitely do more tries to level up those creatures, get more silver, and also potentially use that to increase the damage output from more tries at upgrading those boots. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Doing that farming basically, and leveling up those food creatures, which will generate silver for me to have another chance in getting this to level 15, and that HP to 50% bonus from the 39 that it is now, which will directly impact the damage I do in that boss, where I need to get 2.5 million. All right, listen, we're gonna have a look. We're gonna give it a go. Now, really, I should be on stage 12, but there's another thing, right? So I want to get these here, this creature here on the left, the Executioner. I need literally one of those. I'm gonna come out just very quickly. If you look to the right, you've got the Guardian Ring. If you look to the left, it says Faction Guardians. I'm going to click on that. Right, I think that was a Barbarian. It's there in the top right-hand corner. I'm going to tap on that and go down. Oh, I think we were right. No, it's not. Was he a Barbarian? Let's just double check. Might be something else. Knight's Revenant. Right, so go again. Guardian Ring. Faction Guardians on the left. We need Knight's Revenant. There we go. Right. 22. So So I wanted to generate more so I can have these defense stats, because you need 2. I'm going to sacrifice 1, so that's going to be gone. Well, I need 4 in total, then I get an extra speed buff on him as a base stat. So that's basically why I'm on. Long story short, that's why I'm on 11 stage 3 instead of the 12. That would technically give me even more silver. Right, I'm going to replace this because that's already at max on that 2-star food creature. I'm not upgrading these 4-star level 1s because they're going to be used as food, so it's pointless leveling them up. I've already got 4 stars ready to go to level 5. 4 stars at level 50 if you know technically minded. We're going to do a little multi-battle for those. We're going to go. Multi-battle just basically means you don't have to keep on tapping, you can just watch. And this is going to be a lot of this in the game. I'm thinking about, I see anybody watching this right now, if you're new, then welcome. If you're watching it from Deck Heroes, again, listen, I don't mind this game at all. It's kind of addictive and they draw you in a more clever way than Deck Heroes sort of does. But look, it's a turn-based game, but it's not really asking you to do much, which again, this is why. So I'm going to get my burrito at the oven. Deck Heroes is an infinitely better game, or could be. No. Deck Heroes could be an infinitely better game. It's not an infinitely better game anymore, apart from, you know, if you've got a good deck duels with a decent prize, which they couldn't even be bothered to do that yet. But yeah, I think they've invested in smart farming mechanics where it draws you in to do small things, which can have a reasonably large impact on your game progression. And if you spend even more time, you have a much bigger impact on game progression. And of course, you're building up your creature, so you want to test the waters, man, see what it can do. And I think they get the balance round about right. I am not saying that there's not better games out there, but I just stumbled on this one, and it's more engaging than what Deck Heroes currently is, and has been for years, to be honest. But this, yeah, it has its limitations. This is it. It's just a farming game, and there is something about farming games. I think most games have massive farming elements where you are building something and you get invested in outcome, isn't it, really, over time. And this is a fighting type farming game. Right, so yeah, 35,000 silver. I think that's at like 1 try. So every kind of complete battle, we're giving ourselves more or less 1 more try with that minimal chance of going to level 16 on those boots, which would boost significantly our HP base percentage and therefore damage to the hero. And also, I acknowledge that listen, there's people who do infinite damage to that boss that you haven't even seen yet, but you will see there are people who got their teams to a level, as I say, they're doing infinite damage, and I'm struggling to do over 2 million. But when you start off, you'll be doing a lot less than that, you know what I mean? And yeah, this is a free-to-play account for anybody out there who's just thinking, you know, you're not doing that well, man. I'm doing what I can, man. It is it's not the size of the boat, man. It's the motion in the ocean, ain't that right? Let me unwrap my damn burrito. They said to cook it in the wrapper. So, of course, there's going to be bits of paper stuck to the damn top. Ooh! Oh! This is by Michael Jackson. Now it's like blazing hot. It's literally just come out of the oven. It smells good. Right, so we're going to sell that. Sell that damn shield right there. There's levels. So there's white. Oh, white, green. It was white, then green. Green, then blue. Blue, then purple. Purple to orange being the highest. I think we're going to give it another go. So we're going to try and level up. Where was it? Oh yeah, this one here, my poison bringer. With these booty boots. Upgrade. Oh, just no, just a second. Just want to double check that nothing slipped through the nets. So anyway, I tapped on equipment, tapping on filter. That's going to be, if you look to the left, rank and rarity. Either, if you look to the left again, white or green things. Very rare that you're going to need these white level things. You know, to upgrade it is actually quite expensive. I've seen other things talking about, don't worry about getting equipment within a set and just worry about stats, and that is partially true, but stats, it's a balance of the two, right? So and I'm 6 weeks in as free to play, so I'm not going to go too crazy with just selling everything. Anyway, so here we go, upgrade. Let's hope that we pull it off. We've got about, what, 5 tries. Nope. 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 Didn't happen. We tried. Right, so we're going to go into the boss battle. We did what we could. Right. One of the things I did in the market at the beginning, because I think you get like 4 slots. I used gems, they're obviously free to play, as I mentioned before, to open up all these slots. And really, one of the main things you're looking for is, yeah, boots with that speed stat as the beginning. To get it on and it is legendary, but to get it on a 4-star, not so much. And I'm not looking for immunity as the main thing right now. And you don't want a flat stat either. This is a flat stat, meaning HP 450. If that was a percentage, maybe, but not a flat stat. Look at this shield. Now, a shield always will have a flat stat. The weapon, the helmet, and the shield always have flat stats. So where it says defense at the top one, it's never going to be percentage. It's only ever going to be defense, and it's going to be flat. So, you know, that's that. I don't want defense plus 15%, because usually you get better things. For example, defense plus health for 3 rounds and some kind of additional thing. Long story short, it's not worth it. Right, we're going to go in. Let's go in the other way. Missions to bottom left. There you go. So we've got 5.1 million. We're going to tap on that where it says clan mission, and then go straight to it. Right, let's go straight into the battle. Oh, I haven't got a key. Okay, let's take that out. There is one thing I can do. There is another thing I can do right now. Sorry, I'm going to go onto this one. Oh, I can't do it because I ain't got the silver. What I was going to say was I can use these. I wish it was purple, it's not. In order to upgrade the level, which upgrades my base health, which to do damage, but I can't do it because I don't have the silver. I just spent it to try and upgrade that piece of equipment. We're just going to go with it. So clan bosses, demon lord on the left. To be honest, I think I'm going to be okay. Oh, that's interesting. I think I've got a key here. Oh, is that not the... Yeah, Demon Lord key, collect. Normally, if you don't have a key, it would look into your inbox and say, well, do you want to use this? It's like you're looking for something. Oh, damn, where is it? And then somebody just has got the key in their hand. Oh, do you think you wanted this one? Yeah, I did, man. I did. Let's go. I'm going to do it, but another thing I'm thinking is I was actually trying to farm to make this creature level 60, basically, but now's not the time. Let's just start. My gosh, man, we need ideally 2.4 million. I'm looking towards the right, the total damage and how quickly we're getting anywhere. Okay. Oh my gosh, man. Okay, 500,000. We have got to 700,000 a lot quicker than I was expecting. I don't always track it, but you know, I'm gonna be up to millions sort of soon. It might be that HP bonus I gave to you is called Orn. No, Celiac. Celiac something the Orn. My poison bring it up to 1 mil. 1.1. 1.2. Halfway basically. Just about over halfway. And I know it's going to get real at some point. Okay, 1.4. There's a point. There's a boss turn count where they just don't want you to progress. Basically, it's like, you know, it seems to upgrade its damage. We have got quite a lot of. Oh my! I'm cursing myself. We got 1.7 million, 1.8. I say we need 2.4. 9. So we're all looking healthy, but it just takes one smack, we could be all dead. 1 down. 2 mil. Two, 1. Again, just really looking for 2.4 million. I think we might have a chance. My son Wukong on the left is dead, but he's going to self-revive very soon. Presto. Well, I think we would have been, yeah, we're fine. We got the 2.4 mil. Yeah, as I say, this same team did 2.1 mil damage. Now it's doing 2.6. This is the most I've ever done. $2.7. Oh, yo, yo. Ah, there you go. 2.77. That's my record, man. Believe it or not. But we passed that thing. The clan mission. We passed it. Great. So we get 200,000. We get 200,000 silver, which sounds like a lot. It's really not. We get this one. What's it called again? Yeah, that shard, ancient shard, wherever it was. We get more health and some gems. And now we need to fuse that relic key bar. And as soon as I do that, I also get these legendary skill tomes. I don't know if you really want to see me doing that. It's going to be... Kind of if you want it. What time was this video? 34 minutes. I'm trying to think basically to myself... is there anything that I haven't already said that I need to tell you people? And am I close enough that we can just do it and get it out of the way? Well, obviously I can... Well, I've got some silver now. Let's think this through quick. Can I do it? Definitely. It's just about how long is it going to take. Right, we're going to do some more with those that we did before. Alright, and just for the sake of argument, I'm going to go to the stage 13. It'll give me a little bit more silver, which will help overall. Right, so we can input this 2-star piece of food. Right, let's do that. And I'm going to munch on my burrito, which is going cool to the left. I will let you know how it tastes. It is our all El Paso beef burrito. It's not bad. It makes you talk like Mexicano. Not bad. I mean, it's been in the oven for 35 minutes. Okay, 47,000. I think we thought it was 35,000, wasn't it, on stage 11. So yeah, 10,000 extra silver to go to 12. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you I'm talking about Mexican food now. There's something for me. There's something about the words chili con carne and tacos and things like that, which sounds really good. Now for tacos, I do like avocado, and a lot of times it's got avocado in it, so it's a winner. Goes down to 33 now. Damn it. But overall, it's a bit lacking in taste. Now, I spend a lot of time in North London, and there's various kind of communities in North London. You know, anyway, I'm talking about the Latino communities also here. I think they like a subtle flavour, if you want to put it that way. A subtle flavour. Something that's a little bit flavour light, some others may say. So, yeah. Subtle flavour. It's got the rice in there. It's got the kidney beans. It's got... I guess some tomato as a base. It's got sweet corn. It cost me £3.50. All I had to do was unwrap it a little bit so that the wrapping was loose and put it in the oven for 35 minutes. So, will it fill you up? I think most definitely, because it's basically bread and rice. Taste, I say it's a little bit light on the taste, but you know, I mean, if you're gonna buy something South American, whether you like it or not, that's basically what that's what you signed up for. That's what you're gonna get. Yeah, so I think it's a lunchtime filler. Spend £3.50. You could definitely go wrong. You could definitely do worse, basically. Damn. Let's have another go. Yeah, that. Right, value. I've got to give it. It's got to be a solid 7, maybe even an 8. I say all things considered, you're not going to get flavour. You know what I mean, from the South American food, in my opinion. So it's no insults, just facts. Yeah, would it actually fill you up and satisfy an appetite? For that, I've got to give it I think I might have to give it a 9, man. Maybe even a 10, man. Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like well, it is what it is. Like, it's just a wrap, and it's very densely packed. Yeah, it's not bad. Overall, so I don't want to give it too high because I say it's lacking that flavour, but I say the value is definitely there and it does do a job. And if you're just too busy, maybe 6.5. Well, 6.75. There you go. Something along those lines. Not quite a 7, but I don't want to write it off with a 6 because 6 sounds a little bit too low. There you go. Let's look at our silver situation. Right, tavern. I'm just going to try and level these up quick. Okay, that's damn near there anyway. It's this one. Oops. This one. Yep. And again, I don't have the purple, otherwise I know I could use that and get even more experience points.
but I do want to get to where I want it to be very quick, and that we can definitely do. Okay, use one of these. Dun, 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 dun. For the sake of the video, maybe even more. Oh, damn it. Damn it, what did I damn do now? Now, if I wasn't doing a video, trust me, I'd just wait the time and put it into the tavern. Oh, that's a big drop. There we go. That's exactly where I need it to be. We're going to take a little bit of a sacrifice on efficiency for the sake of a video. And so the only other thing I need to do, I believe, is this one. Bum, 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 bum. And again, I don't have any kind of these purple potions, whatever it's called. It's 12.5. 36. What a waste. See, just to show you though, if I did put this in the tavern, which I'm not going to do just because it's a video, if I did, I'd have to wait a whole 8 minutes, which is nothing at all. But I think we got everything for the fusion, so we're going to go straight ahead. This one, that one, that one, perfect. And this one, which is slightly less. Yeah, I need to unlock it. Tavern. We're going to sacrifice, which is the lowest kind of sacrifice. A level 1 1-star creature. That will definitely make us to 40. That's everything that we need. Right, so there it says fuse now. For the first time it says fuse. I'll be absolutely sure on the missions. Fuse Relic Keeper. Let's go there. Let's tap go. And being over cautious. Relic Keeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuse. Go. And ironically, this guy here, Relic Keeper, is not that good. Oh yeah, one thing I didn't mention before. Oh, I'm lacking 44,000 silver. Oh my gosh, man. You messing with me? Yeah, one thing I didn't mention was, as I said before, yeah, the videos I was talking about, I just didn't get enough from, or hardly anything from. And I'm going to try and generate some silver by selling things I don't need. Yeah, so basically, I went on to AI, and so I told AI my best creatures, and at some stage maybe all the creatures. Then I asked it for advice on what to do next, and that I found that incredibly useful. Anyway, so at some stage to do one of the quests from before, I had to upgrade a level 5 or level 6 item that I had to farm, and that's why I've got this. I do not recommend upgrading flat stat boots, but in the situation I found myself in, that's what I had to do, and I'll do it again, damn it. So that one again, flat stat boots gone, defense maybe keep that, who knows. Flat stat chest plate, that right there be some garbage. HP, we keep that. See, these ones will be flat stats anyway, the shield and the weapon. Anyway, I think we got enough for the fusion, but just to be doubly sure. So I'm never going to use a green level chest plate. I'm never going to actually upgrade it, surely. I'm just double checking if I've got HP anywhere else, which will just... Anyway, I've got a legendary chest plate, but is a flat statter. That's going to get sold. Defense percentage, that will not get sold. Anyway, let's sell that. Then when I go to the fusion, go Relic Keeper, and we definitely got what we need this time. views. Ba-dum, ba-bum, ba-bum. And it says champion mission. That's what I was trying to do. So let's look at what he's got. Attacks one enemy. An extra turn only if the target is killed. You don't ask very much, do you, Relic Keeper? Oh my gosh. I've got much more powerful creatures which will be killing everybody and it won't be him. 25% increased attack buff on this champion only. But it is for 4 turns. And grants an extra turn. Okay. When hit by an enemy, places a 15% continuous heal buff on this champion. Trying to make it like a tank. Okay. So you really want to boost his HP stats. Really, just so he's a double tank. It's just whether these hits are going to do enough to be of any interest whatsoever. Increases ally attack in campaign battles by 40%. Now, I don't know if you remember, all that time ago, Sun Wukong, he's an attack-based, his damage is attack-based. So, to increase ally attack, it's only in campaign battles, though, which is worthless. It's worthless, because if it was across the board, then maybe, but not only in campaign battles, because campaign battles are a limited aspect of the game. And this, with power creep, you'll blow through these campaign battles anyway. So there we go. Anyway, we've completed this. Da-doing, da-doing. We get 2 legendary skill enhancement Tingimabobs. And we complete that round of the Arbiter missions. Arbiter missions is just the name, is what it is. And it just to do stuff, it gives you all this free stuff. So I completely, there's like rounds to it. If you look to the bottom middle, it says part 4 of 4. That means I've done all of the missions 3 times, but there's actually 4 in total. And at the end of the 4th, we actually get a creature called Arbiter. Well, it's going to be this one right here, basically, the Arbiter. But I need to upgrade 5 champions to level 60. And it says I've got 4 of 5. And I did mention before, I was thinking to upgrade this particular champion from level 50 to level 60. That won't be that far away. Maybe not this. I like a lore to say one of these creatures I got from, if you go to Portal, it was a Void Shard. So I got 4 Void Shards. So if you look to the very top left, Mystery Shards, those are the common things you get given away quite a lot. Ancient Shards you get given every so often. Void Shards less often. Primal Shards, if you look down, even less often. And the Sacred Shards, which obviously will either which will either only be epic or legendary, you get even less often. So there you go. But anyway, I got it from the Void Shard, and it's actually quite useful in this particular skill. Let me show you quickly. Decreases the target's turn meter. So it's a turn-based game, and this creature decreases the target's turn meter by 25% on each critical hit. So you need your crit rate to be at least 100%. And you got to think about the resist thing that I was talking earlier, maybe, if I understand it correctly. But yeah, basically, it may well mean that the target never gets its skills off, which is actually quite useful. But in terms of base stats of health, she's got 18,000, which is not very much. My Sun Wukong has got, was it 35,000, just as an example, but he's a legendary, so his base stats will always be higher. Which is why I'm thinking about, and his Sun Wukong is level 6. That's why I'm thinking to make a lore level 6, so her base stats are higher and she will last longer in battles, and also at level 6, and especially if it's called Ascend. Basically, you level them up to this, to the maximum, then you can increase it beyond maximum. And they just call it Ascend, you know what I mean? Just layers on layers on layers. And if you do that, you can add this banner. It's called a banner, basically, that piece of equipment. And hopefully you get HP on that banner. If I had HP here, got flat level HP. If you look to the left, which is not great, but it's something. But if I had a HP percentage, then I would have done it. See, you can see there, I don't possess it. And for the ring, 4% HP, it's better than nothing, but it's obviously not a lot. And if I had a different ring I could put on there with higher HP, then maybe I would have done it. There you go. Anyway, so I'm just talking about what I may will potentially get to level 6 and the whys, and that's that. I did get 2 legendary skill tomes. I got 2, didn't I? What I really want is to reduce the cooldown by 1 on this particular skill. At the moment it's 4 turns. I would like that to be 3. That's the main one, really. This one's got some kind of, I think it's meant to be funny, this sheep thing where it turns the creature, the target creature, if it's not a boss, into a sheep, and then they can't do anything. It's funny for a little bit of time. It gets a bit boring. Mainly because, say you just get them down to the last 20% of health, and then you turn them into a sheep. For some reason, I think they go back to like about 50% health. So it's like, oh, you just sent me backwards, man. Listen, if they're invulnerable whilst they're a sheep, then give them that health that you got them down to. Don't give them additional health, man. How does that make sense? Anyway, so it ignores 50% of the defense, and it does quite a lot of damage. So yeah, this one won't be too bad if we do an extra 10%. Attacks one enemy, has a 25% chance of placing a stun debuff for 1 turn, and the chance decreases to 50% if the target has, no, increases to 50% if the target has any buffs, which they probably will have. But if you're going, say if you're just starting off PvP and you get your attack off first, then they're not going to have any buffs because you went first. I think that's what it is, just to try and level it off, maybe, where they were going with it. But anyway, the debuff chance. Yeah, basically we want that blue one. Let's see what we get. That's not what we wanted. Right, but anyway, that's max to now. So, that stun chance is now higher, and that's obviously that's considerable. So that's 25. Yeah. So yeah, the chances of stunning them, the chances of us putting a stun on are as high as potentially 75%, as I understand it, or at the lower end, 50%. Right, anyway, that's not what we want. In fact, that was the worst of the outcomes. What we really want is that blue one to be level 4 of 4 with 1 less turn cooldown. But if it has to be 10% more damage on this one, we'll take it. Damn it. Didn't get it. Damn it. Listen, it's not bad because obviously something has gone up, but that's not what we wanted. But listen, if we get 2 more legendary skill tomes, then we definitely get the cooldown that we wanted. But maybe if I would have been lucky, then I may not have attempted to get this one, the first skill, to level 5, which it ended up being. But it is what it is. We are definitely stronger in battle than what we were, and somewhere along the line we will get more legendary skill tomes. I think that be about it. I think we jibber-jabbed for long enough. Champion training. See, we got another, I think it's ancient shard thing in my bub. 19 hours. If I wanted to get more. That's a long way to go to get this. 8,400. Could be done probably, but yeah, I want to put that there to start healing. But what I'm going to do for the rest of the day is look at these missions here. Wow, that clan mission has gone up to 10 million now. They're obviously possible, not quite there right now. But upgrading 5 champions to level 60, as I had a brief conversation about, is definitely possible. If you look to the upper middle, got 285 health out of a 1, 2, 3, so that's inefficient. And I've got to do something with it. See, the dilemma with this is, his job is to stay alive and to freeze people. So stay alive is going to be HP based. So if I level him up and if I ascend him so I can get that, the banner, put a banner on him. Have I got any banners in waiting? Resistance, that will help. That will help, sorry, keep him alive. That's this pinpoint banner. 282 HP, not a lot, but the 16% defense will definitely help. Yeah, I'm probably more likely to put it on this guy. In terms of me upgrading his rank, it's got 1 5-star chicken. So you get these chickens along the way just playing the game, and it's a substitute food creature. So I need 5 5-star creatures, ideally, to be efficient at level 1. And that chicken replaces 1. And I don't want to go too deep. You have these vaults where you can store things that you're not really likely to use in the vault. And I've got 2 food creatures basically that are ready to be used to level up a different creature, a better creature, a desired creature, a more useful creature. Plus the chicken, which means basically I need 2 more 5-star level 1 food creatures. And if you're asking why I'm keeping these, see these little squiggles, circle squiggles at the bottom of each creature? That means that can also be used as a fusion creature. So that's why I'm keeping those. And if you ask me why I'm keeping these, I've got a blue ring around the box. Right. Those can potentially be used if we go to Guardian Ring. So if you look at the screen to the right, Guardian Ring, click on that. Faction Guardians. If you look on the left, click on that. Then you go to rares. All those blue ones are rare. The blue box ones are rare. And you can increase your base stats. So if you look to the bottom, HP's increased, attacks increased, accuracy and resistance increased, defense increased, and speed. So just for now, just saving up every single blue, aka rare creature, that I'm not going to use in battle and upgrade, just so I can do this type of thing. Then at some point, once I've done it all, whatever's remaining will be used as food, and my starting point will be at level 3. I think that may be everything. The rest of the day, as I say, I was going to be doing the campaign to build up more silver, level up those creatures, get another level 60 champion, and then I'll get that extra silver for free and more energy for free, and I'll make my way along this and hopefully get this arbiter. Well, literally get this arbiter when I've done 60 of these kind of like mini missions. Please like, subscribe. That is Steve, and I am